When I first heard about the remaster of the legendary Grand Theft Auto 3, I was both excited and a little nervous. The original game from 2001 was, for me, a symbol of freedom, anarchy, and the first truly open urban sandbox experience. The idea that I could explore Liberty City again, this time with modernized graphics and more convenient controls, was very appealing. On the other hand, I had my concerns. Remasters often turn out to be hit or miss, and nostalgia for classic games is a powerful thing. When I launched the definitive edition, I felt a mix of excitement and slight disappointment. On one hand, the game still delivers an unforgettable experience, but on the other, some changes felt strange, and technical issues could disrupt the atmosphere. Nevertheless, I decided to dive in and explore what GTA 3 has to offer today. The story of GTA 3 follows a nameless protagonist, known among fans as Claude, who is thrown into the brutal world of Liberty City after being betrayed by his partner. The game doesn't rely heavily on dialogue. Claude hardly speaks at all, which has always fascinated me personally. His actions and behavior speak for him, yet you still feel that behind every move is a drive for survival and a gradual quest for respect. The very first mission reminded me why I loved the original version so much. The freedom of movement, the chaos of the city, and the ability to choose what I wanted to do gave me a real sense of control over the game world. The definitive edition brought modernized graphics, sharper textures, improved lighting, and updated models, and I have to admit that some moments genuinely impressed me. Liberty City at night, with neon lights, looked stunning, and the rain and fog added a dramatic touch to the scenes. On the other hand, some changes disappointed me. Characters and NPCs sometimes appeared caricatured, and the colorful, plastic style was distracting because it occasionally undermined the original's gritty atmosphere. Still, nostalgia kept me engaged, and most key moments, like gang clashes or police chases, still delivered tension and excitement. The mechanics remain faithful to the original, and for me personally, it's still fun. Car thefts, shootouts, driving around the city, completing missions, and spontaneous chaos, that's all at the core of GTA 3. The definitive edition introduced more modern controls, especially when it comes to shooting and aiming, reminiscent of the newer entries in the series. I have to say, it made gameplay significantly more enjoyable, particularly in missions that were frustrating in the original. Checkpoints and more convenient saving are another plus. When repeating difficult missions, I appreciated not having to start from scratch. Still, at times I felt the game lacked the grittiness of the original. The old difficulty, where mistakes were punished, gave the game a character that now partially feels lost. Vehicle physics remained slightly awkward, but I enjoyed it as a nostalgic feature. The feeling that cars aren't entirely under control adds realism and tension, especially during high-speed chases. On the other hand, some changes disappointed me. Characters and NPCs sometimes appeared caricatured, and the colorful, plastic style was distracting because it occasionally undermined the original's gritty atmosphere. Still, nostalgia kept me engaged, and most key moments, like gang clashes or police chases, still delivered tension and excitement. Visually, the game feels fresh and modern, but not always authentic. The sharper textures and vibrant colors are pleasant, yet at times they reminded me more of a cartoonish game than a gritty gangster story. Still, some scenes drew me in completely, for example, nighttime Liberty City with rain and car headlights, where I could really feel the city's atmosphere. The sound design is still excellent, voice acting and the radio bring the game to life. The absence of some music tracks was noticeable, but I still enjoyed the radio stations and city sounds, which transported me back to the experience of the original. Unfortunately, I personally experienced several frustrating moments while playing. The game crashed a few times, textures occasionally disappeared, and the AI sometimes behaved strangely. On PC, the game ran more stably after a few patches, but I still encountered minor bugs on several occasions. Even so, the experience of exploring Liberty City was so engaging that I was able to overlook these issues to some extent. Nostalgia and fun outweighed the frustration. GTA 3 Definitive Edition is, for me, a mix of nostalgia and mixed feelings. The original game was revolutionary and still holds up remarkably well. The Definitive Edition offers a more modern experience, but it also introduces new problems and alters the visual style in ways that sometimes felt off. Still, I enjoyed playing it. Liberty City remains fascinating, the missions and city chaos are as thrilling as ever, and the nostalgia from the original often brought a smile to my face. The remaster reminded me why GTA 3 was so exceptional back in 2001, while also showing that some legends might be best left untouched. GTA 3 Definitive Edition is a nostalgic ride with a few cracks. Personally, I'd give it 7/10, still an excellent game, but the remaster could have been executed better. Nevertheless, if you're a fan of the series and want to experience the legendary Liberty City with modern graphics, it's worth checking out.